They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Springfield, Missouri. Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They punted away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager. That's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's take a moment and think Missouri State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Missouri State. Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for room. It's Green. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. Hauls it in. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri State.
New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air on second down. Using the quick game. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri State. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Look out, he's got room. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking for a productive play on first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Gets it out quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. It's Boyd. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Bears! The offense cashing it in on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Marshall will be forced to punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it up. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. They'll give it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man, it's Young. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. This time it's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he'll be stumped. Nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but
touchdown, Missouri State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle at Stevens. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open, you're not forcing the football into traffic, you're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Thundering Herd needing less than a yard here on 3rd down.
Runs a sneak. Gain of 1.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Works the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Number 0.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're getting set. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's got the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Herd!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his man. It's Lloyd. And they swarm him under.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Finds his man down the middle. And they get him down. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quick strike complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to me.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback sneaks it ahead.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Makes the catch. It's Floyd. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because...
There he goes! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what?
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the... And they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Johnson. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Turner. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go. Execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Bears will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
This is my mode, baby.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Turner. Firing deep. He's got it inside the 15. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the third period and will carry that one into the fourth. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see. start in the fourth. They'll try to open his quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Marshall!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smith dropping to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Boyd. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
It's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying. In bounds, we're trying to bleed the clock, and after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for room, it's Young. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll run the sneak for it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Missouri State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has
catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The short hands, it's White. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll give it to Johnson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. To the air on 1st down. Hard running there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Bear offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the play.